There follows an excerpted portion of the minutes of the 3rd Annual Snipes Ford William Faulkner Literary Society Convocation. A solemn affair limited strictly to the cognoscenti of our county. Actually, it was more like an orgy. There were 497 of us out there in an Airstream trailer, stuffed into that scudder like anchovies in a pressure cooker. We were ideally situated for this salacious soiree, being in the middle of a trailer park surrounded by 1,900 other identical Airstream trailers. Now that's a big blip on anybody's radar screen and a whole lot of metallic camouflage. But the local law outwitted us. Sheriff Hutto Proudfoot, with his skewed apprehension of the classics, cleverly infiltrated the trailer park undetected in an iron lung. Parked it right behind our Airstream trailer. All of our neighbors thought it was a dinghy. He employed an Alabama search warrant to get inside, which is to say that he sent his deputy around to the back. Sheriff Proudfoot knocked at the front and the deputy hollered, "Come in!" They busted every mother's son at the party. Everyone, that is, except Agamemnon Jones. He was in the convenience center when they arrived. But I've gotten ahead of my story, and I have to finish off by telling you exactly why we were having this party. This party was being given in honor of a young woman recently arrived in Ocklawaha County who mystified us all. And her name was Narcissa Nonesuch. And she called herself a community organizer. She blew into town driving one of these pip, squeak, freeze-dried, un-American automobiles with 4 lug nuts on a wheel. Pulling a U-Haul full of food stamps and wearing a locket around her neck containing microfilm copies of every federal grant ever offered to the private citizenry of this country. Wearing them duck-foot shoes and talking metric to decent folk. Now, we figured we better see what she was up to, so we had a party. She was a guest of honor, and everybody came. Agamemnon Jones, Still Bill, Penrod was there, Elfrida, Downwind Dave, Chester the Molester, Forklift Mary. They were all there. Lovers of literature, each and every one. Confrontation wasn't long in coming. It began when Narcissa Nonesuch made the bald-faced declaration that she believed in astrology. Agamemnon Jones said, "Miss Nonesuch, don't you know if you just treat everybody the same way, the stars will take care of themselves?" She got off of that in a New York minute. But then she took off railing against materialism. She said materialism is a heinous and an evil concept. She'd have nothing to do with it. Still Bill said, "Little mama, there ain't nothing wrong with materialism so long as you have an emotional involvement with a material object." "Oh, wow," said Narcissa, "oh, wow. And there's nothing wrong with you that a couple of clipped nerves wouldn't straighten out." At which point, Still Bill made what has become the definitive statement regarding materialism in Ocklawaha County and elsewhere. He said, "Let them that don't want none have memories of not getting any." They busted everyone except Agamemnon Jones. He got away and went crow-hopping off through the bracken, hobbled as he was by his leisure suits. Got about 500 yards away and decided to turn around and have one last look at that Airstream trailer. That icon of concupiscence glittering in the star wash. And I'm not trying to say that this was a wild party, but the minute he cast his eye upon that glittering object, he was transformed into a pillar of salt. Well, all he had to do to resume his human condition was to look the other way. But about that time, a herd of cows came along, started licking on him. He said it felt so good he was going to stay that way.